I've come up with an idea that I personally think is really cool. Um, I took some time doing some research. I didn't want to rush into this franchise without coming up with something a little different, because I know the ideal thing to do would probably be to take who they already have and rebuild around that. But with Mac Jones potentially getting benched and with the roster potentially going to have some shakeups at the trade deadline, and with the impending idea of if the Patriots were to move on from Bill Belichick and whatnot, I think it'd be interesting to try something a little bit different than what other people are doing. So I'm a big person who loves to do sports research. I used to do sports research in high school when we used to have our own blogs, and we used to have to write articles and get accredited sources and whatnot. So I've come up with a list of guys who I thought could run the Patriots as a head coach and a general manager. And there was a lot of good candidates, but obviously some people was like, why would they leave college? And other people, they would stay in college. So I went through my list, and there was a specific candidate that hit me as an intriguing idea, and I think I'm gonna build the franchise around that guy, mostly because the Bill Belichick didn't give the licensing to the Patriots to make him in the game, so I don't want to use a fake Bill Belichick as a coach if he doesn't want to be there. I'd rather just start like a new New England Patriots era type of thing. Obviously, Bill's had his success, great head coach, one of the best ever, but I'm gonna do something different. So I just wanted to make that point clear before I started that that's why I'm doing all this. All right. So first, let's select the New England Patriots, and then I'll go into my explanation of who I picked and what I think of them. Uh huh. This will probably be a multi-year rebuild, so we're gonna do it the same way we do all the other franchises. Part one will be trying to get into the playoffs. Part two will play the playoff games, and part three will play the Super Bowl. If we need a part four to make sure that we actually win it, we will. So after doing my research, I found this article about the guy I wanted to use, and I'm just gonna quickly read it just for some context of who I picked and why I thought they would be a good candidate. So I selected Ohio State Buckeyes coach Ryan Day. So here's his NFL experience that he already has. He has 2 years as a quarterbacks coach, which obviously the New England Patriots need help as a quarterback. He worked with the Eagles in 2015 and with the 49ers in 2016 on Chip Kelly's staff. According to this article, this is what it says. It says Ryan Day has an impressive 45-6 record in his first 4 years as an Ohio Buckeye State head coach. The Buckeyes won the Big Ten title in Day's first two seasons in Columbus in 2019-2020. Um, 21 Buckeye players have been taken in the first three rounds of the past four NFL drafts, including nine of them in the first round under Day's coaching. The question is whether Day will be effective when the talent level on the other side of the field is equivalent. So it is kind of suggesting that he's gone against a bunch of easy talent. So we're going to test that theory. We're going to put him up against teams like the Bills, the Dolphins, the Jets defense, and etc. So that's why that seems kind of intriguing to me. It seemed like a challenge that kind of like a prove it thing. Um, because there's a lot of guys who take like prove it type of contracts. Like Eric Bieniemy probably could have been a head coach, but no, he went to a team that had a relatively weaker offense and trying to prove what he can do. And you can say the same thing for my offense coordinator on the Detroit Lions, Ben Johnson. He probably could have went elsewhere and secured himself, a better deal or whatever, but seems happy where he is. All right, so looking at this picture of Ryan Day, I'm gonna give him the long shirt one, and then that's not his face. Uh, I'll look that up afterwards. It kind of looks kind of Patriot-esque too. It looks like a more fit Matt Patricia, just like his face. Uh, I can't find his facial hair. Yeah, 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 close enough. I'll make it semi-accurate. I'll just Google his height and weight real quick. Ryan Day, height and weight. Ohio State Buckeyes. Okay, I'll have to type it out. It didn't just rate it. 6'4", 295. All right, tall guy. I mean, I'm only just barely 6 feet tall, so 295. And it doesn't have to be 100% accurate. I just want to be close enough. Cool. Coach Ryan Day, here he is. Um, and also, since I gave you the statistics of like guys who were picked, within his first 4 years and stuff, why don't we just go through a quick list of guys who were picked? So going back 4 years, let's go back to 2018 for an example, right? These are some of the players that have been picked in the draft from Ohio State. So in 2018, Denzel Ward, Billy Price, the center, who got taken by the Bengals, Tyquan Lewis, decent defensive end, Jerome Baker for the Dolphins, Sam Hubbard, also Cincinnati Bengals, Jalen Holmes from the Vikings, and Jamarco Jones. When we look at 2019, obviously Nick Bosa being a big name, Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace, Paris Campbell, receiver, who's now on the Giants, Tremont Jones, who's now in Seattle, Terry McLaurin, Kendall Sheffield, Michael Jordan, Isaiah Prince, and Mike Weber. All right, those are interesting names. Going to the 2020 draft, we have Chase Young, Jeff Okuda, Damon Arnett, J.K. Dobbins, Devon Hamilton, Jonah Jackson, Malik Harrison, Jordan Fuller, K.J. Hill, and Jay Sean Cornell. Going to 2021, Justin Fields, Pete Warner, Josh Myers, Wyatt Davis, Trey Sermon, Baron Browning, Tommy Tagai, Luke Farrell, Sean Wade, and Jonathan Cooper. And then 2022, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, Nicholas Petit-Fier, Jeremy Ruckert, Tyreek Smith, and Thayer Munford. And going into our most recent draft, obviously the quarterback success of C.J. Stroud, Paris Johnson Jr., Jackson Smith-Najiba, Zach Harrison, I almost said Harrison for some reason, Zach Harrison, DeJuan Jones, and Luke Whippler, who went to the Browns. So, those are a lot of guys who I could use as potential candidates to trade for in this franchise because there's a lot of guys who have expiring contracts, and we don't really need to build around everybody who's currently on the roster, but we're gonna keep it realistic-ish and try to keep some guys who have expiring deals. For example, we'll definitely pay to keep Kyle Duggar on the team. Michael Onwenu, who's only 25, trying to keep him and Cole Strange on our offensive line is very valuable. Trent Brown's already 30. If we're going through a rebuild, he could probably get passed up on. Same thing with Gesicki. We don't need Hunter Henry and Gesicki. We can keep Hunter Henry and move on from Mike Gesicki. Devontae Parker and Jonnu Smith are under contract, but we might look to move one of them later. Kendrick Bourne, we can move on from. Ezekiel Elliott, we can move on from. We can build around Ramondre and maybe another running back we might get in free agency, or we could draft a running back if we want. We're gonna move on from Mac Jones. Try to get Ryan Day, one of his Ohio State quarterbacks. Obviously, when we do the Texans franchise, we'll build around C.J. Stroud. So I don't know if I really want to do C.J. Stroud. I think if I'm gonna do an Ohio State quarterback, it'd make more sense to do Justin Fields because if the Bears have the Panthers picking their own pick, and if they're a bad team, them trying to move more in a new quarterback trajectory could be possible. They also could just trade their pick like they did when they had the first pick for pick 9, go get DJ Moore, kind of do the same thing, but maybe build their defense or something, or go get some offensive line help. So I'm not really gonna bank on. I'm not gonna bank on any other team getting rid of an Ohio State quarterback from that list than the Bears. So I'm gonna try to maybe make a Mac Jones. Mac Jones could also complement the Bears system a little bit better. He might be able to find the receivers a little bit more quicker, even if he is, not as good or whatever. We'll kind of see. J.C. Jackson was brought back to the team. I think I'm gonna keep J.C. Jackson. Sean Wade was. Sean Wade did play in the Ohio State. This is the same Sean Wade, I'm assuming. Yep. Okay. Just making sure. So we'll keep Sean Wade around. Maybe we'll give him like a backup role, maybe at free safety or something. We're okay with making some moves at corner. We could definitely get some new corners. The Jeff Okuda one intrigues me. I know he's never really been healthy, but the idea of bringing him in as a safety, I always seen him as more as a safety, a guy who doesn't really win the one-on-ones, but if you put him back a little bit, his height and his athletic ability, he can kind of keep up in that trajectory and even be used on a blitz package. So I wouldn't mind getting him next year when he's healthy, moving him to safety. Linebacker, I don't particularly know what I'm gonna do yet. That's more of a mystery. That's gonna be a draft problem. Um, Defensive line's okay. Young talent. I'm not worried about that. So I am gonna go target some of the guys on that list. My goal is to keep my first round picks, but also to because I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna be as a team once we make all the trades. So let's just go trade for the guys I know I want first. Well, he's only a 74 overall, and we have a 74 overall quarterback, so maybe we can literally just make a quarterback swap. Um, we're not going to give you our first round pick. Trent Brown is a guy we are 100% willing to get rid of since he is 30. He is on an expiring deal. We're probably not bringing him back. Is there a world where we can just make a quarterback swap just in general? There is. So, so let's see. Throw you a third round pick. So Mac Jones and a third round pick for Justin Fields. Um, yeah, we're gonna have a different offensive style. We're not entirely sure how we're gonna run year one. We might have to switch our playbook. I think the Patriots defense should be fine. The Patriots offense might not complement Justin Fields the best, so we might switch that up a little bit, especially now that we have a new head coach. We have Malik Cunningham as a backup quarterback, so Fields and Malik Cunningham will be our quarterbacks. We can move on from Bailey Zappi and Will Greer. Um, I'm interested in getting J.K. Dobbins, but I know he's injured right now, so that's going to have to be a over free agency or over the offseason type of move. So we can just get rid of Ezekiel Elliott, get some draft capital, or use him for another trade. Looking at the list of players that I saw, another intriguing guy would be Chase Young. And if we were to make a value for value swap, the best thing that I can think to give them in return would be to give them Trent Brown. I think giving them an offensive lineman who can actually protect Sam Howell would be crucial to his development, and then we'd get a guy who they didn't want to give the player option to anyway, so we would just give him a more, and we're going to have the cap space, so we could give him a more assured deal. Um, I'm not sure if they're going to want draft picks from us or if we can get draft picks. So I'm going to ask them for draft picks, and if they say no, then I'm definitely willing to give them more draft picks. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Because sometimes offensive linemen have a lot more trade value than you think. Okay. So we gave up a third with Mac Jones to go get Justin Fields, so I don't mind giving up potentially a second in this trade as well. That might be fair. I don't want to go too high. I don't think they deserve a first as well. That's a bit much. So a future second, a fifth maybe. Okay, we're almost there. And a future fifth. I don't have a future fifth. Oh, I do. Okay. So two future fifths, a future second, and Trent Brown. We get Chase Young. Okay. Because we will be dumping up other guys to get draft capital, so we'll make up for it later. We can't get Jeff Okuda. He's on IR. We can't get J.K. Dobbins. He's on IR. I'm not going to go for Garrett Wilson or Chris Olave because I'm using Garrett Wilson in the Jets franchise and Chris Olave I use in the Saints franchise. I don't want to really overdo it. But there is, I could see a world where Jonah Jackson makes sense. And the reason is because you're going to have to focus on paying Taylor Decker the next year prior. Frank right now you have under contract. Penei Sewell you have. And with your first round pick, you could always bring back a cheap guy like Graham Glasgow and maybe use your first round pick to get another young guy. Because once you have to pay Jared Goff and C.J. Gardner-Johnson and other pieces of talent to keep your roster competitive, the money for Jonah Jackson might not be there. It might be there. It probably will be there. But I'm imagining a world where if it's not, a team that has a lot more cap space next year, like the Patriots, could definitely swindle a deal. If we trade for Jonah Jackson now, we assure we have that talent. Justin Fields has that help, and we get a young guy who we can use for the majority of the rebuild, and we can pay him up front. So we're gonna target Jonah Jackson. With the injury bug issue, maybe they might want to take a swing at Ezekiel Elliott. Maybe. Okay. Maybe. And then I'd even be willing to give them Kendrick Bourne, to be honest. What if I gave you Kendrick Bourne? Okay, they like Kendrick Bourne more. Yeah, an additional target for Jared Goff. Why not? Um, Kendrick Bourne has a sixth round pick. We get Jonah Jackson. I like that trade. Just to get a little bit more offensive line help, looking at that list, I like the idea of Packers, Josh Myers. I don't think he should require too much to get him. And I also think he's just decent. Like, he's not a guy who is a generational talent or anything. Shouldn't cost us too much to get. He's only a 73 overall. 3/4 and 2/6. I'm gonna go a different route with that. Yeah, no point in giving you guys Zeke. That wouldn't really make much sense. Um, Ooh, Mike Gesicki actually could be a Packer. Okay, if we give you guys Mike Gesicki, you give us Josh Myers and some draft capital. I think that's a reasonable swap for both of us. We don't really need Gesicki, and you guys need more targets for Jordan Love. That wouldn't be unrealistic in my mind. I'm just saying what we can actually get. Ooh, yep. Take out the fifth. Okay. So Josh Myers, a future third, future fourth, future sixth, and future seventh for Mike Gesicki. I'm all for that deal. I wasn't gonna resign Gesicki anyway. I feel like we can just get like a cheap backup tight end. I don't think we really needed to go all in and tight end. It just didn't really feel necessary. So looking at the moves we've made, we have Jonah Jackson, Cole Strange. One of them can move over to tackle. We also brought in Josh Myers. David Andrews may or may not stay. I am a Georgia fan. We'd have David Andrews for 2 years. Is next year a compete year? We could trade David Andrews next year if we have to. If he retires, he retires. It is what it is. I'll keep David Andrews. Josh Myers and or Cole Strange will move over to tackle. We'll try something there. Or, yeah, David Andrews can play right tackle. Myers can play center. And then Jonah Jackson can play left tackle. That could be our offensive line. We don't really have a lot of receivers anyway, so I'm not particularly worried about our receiving core. That's kind of fine the way it is for now. Obviously, we brought in Chase Young. That's a good defensive addition. I'm not going to make too many more moves year one because I kind of want to just see what the team looks like with what we have. We are going to switch up our offensive scheme. I don't think it really makes sense to have the Patriots scheme with Justin Fields. I don't think so. I mean, it might be okay, but we're going to try a few things. But first, if there's any notable people I can move around on one-year deals, I'll do it. People that I don't plan on bringing back, but the people that we know we're going to bring back, we won't bother trading. Like, we have a punter and kicker on a 4-year deal. There's no point in moving on from them. Kyle Duggar and Jabril Peppers will probably be the safeties. Marte Mapu, 74 overall, hidden development. Maybe we could just let him be a day one starter. I mean, I'd rather keep Kyle Duggar and move on from Jabril Peppers, though. Yeah. Could move on for Miles Bryant. We could move Adrian Phillips to corner. He's on a 1-year deal. We could just go get a few extra picks. Your depth. I'll pay Josh Uche. Anthony Jennings, I'm not sure if I'll pay him or not. Now we'll move on from Anthony Jennings. Maybe Riley Reef has some value, potentially. I did trade for a couple guys on 1-year deals, but I have fully intended to bring them back, so it's okay. And then Zeke. And then those quarterbacks. So these 3 guys are all available for trade. Maybe we shop them to the Buccaneers. Hmm. Could we get Greg Gaines in this trade? Greg Gaines for Miles Bryant, Anthony Jennings, and Riley Reef. Yeah, I like that. We get that extra defensive tackle who I think I'm likely to re-sign for depth purposes. And we still have our draft picks, so if we end up being a bad team, I'll happily just draft whatever our biggest need is. We're moving on for Bailey Zappi. Even if it's like a 6th or 7th round pick, we'll send him to the Broncos. Will they give us a 4th for Bailey Zappi? Nope. Will they give us a 6th for Bailey Zappi? Cool. We'll trade Bailey Zappi for a 6th. I guess that's the Russell Wilson successor, I guess. I don't know. I mean, Josh Dobbs was traded for a 5th, and he's doing okay. So I wouldn't complain about that idea. We'll trade Zeke. Just get something for him before he leaves, and Matt Slater doesn't need to be here. Christian Benford, that's not bad. Antonio Gibson, not initially a move I had in mind, but not a bad idea. Akello Witherspoon, that's also a nice move in my mind. Um, hmm. Young Antonio Gibson and 2 7ths. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. What if I ask for more picks? Oh. Oh, they'll do it. Oh, okay. Well, can't say no to that. All right. Cool. We have our new backup running back. Sounds good. Was not the original plan, but I'll happily take it. We have a 47-man roster, so we'll just quickly pick up some guys on one-year deals just to even out the roster. Um, hmm. None of these guys I particularly see me using long term. Not particularly. Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. Um, Maybe a depth guy at tackle couldn't hurt. Yeah, a depth guy at tackle couldn't hurt. How about you give us Ohio State Wyatt Davis. Um, Outside linebacker depth, we can take someone like um, hmm. How about you give me out of Vanderbilt? Give me Anthony Orjai. Yeah, give us rookie Anthony Orjai. There's some decent corners that I wouldn't mind. Give me depth corner. Hmm. Cam Dantzler would be interesting. I'll probably save him for another franchise though, where we need a young corner to jump in right away, be a starter. How about you give me, ooh, give me AJ Green the third. AJ Green, the wide receiver, was one of my favorite receivers ever. So, no, that was a bit of a biased pick by me, but I just was gonna say that I think that was fun. So David Andrews, you will be our new right tackle. Or maybe Onwenu should be tackle. Onwenu's a bit younger. He might be able to be a little bit more flexible. Maybe we keep David Andrews on the interior. I think that might make a little bit more sense, actually. And he has some good pass protectability, so we'll let Michael Onwenu play the blind side tackle. Move him to the left. And then Jonah Jackson, we'll keep Cole Strange where he's comfortable. We'll let Jonah Jackson slide over to... He's only a 73 at pass protect. What's Cole Strange? Can Cole Strange be an okay pass protector? It's about the same. Alright. Screw it. We'll throw Jonah Jackson to the fire. He'll play right tackle. He's a veteran for the most part. Are you a veteran if you've played for multiple years, or if you've gone off your rookie deal? How would you define if someone's a veteran or not? I don't know. Anyway, the offensive line is what it is. It looks okay. Could be better. Receiving core obviously could be better. We're not anticipating being a great team, but this is so far what we're building for the future. We have Chase Young now. We brought in Greg Gaines, who I think can make an immediate impact. We have plenty of guys on the D line. Um, hmm. Are any of these guys possible to move over to linebacker? I don't think so. I would. Chase Young at outside linebacker would be would be interesting. I don't ever really want him playing any coverage is the thing. Hmm. So we're not gonna play New England's offense. Ohio State offense. Justin Fields, something that uses a mobile quarterback. Give us a Cleveland Browns offense. Yeah, give us a Cleveland Browns offense. I'm gonna try something like that. And what did the Cleveland Browns run? I don't think it's a multiple power run. They run like a West Coast. Is it a West Coast power run? It's a West Coast zone run. Okay. We'll switch over to a West Coast zone run then. I'm still 3-4 under, but we'll do a West Coast zone run. I think that will also complement Justin Fields. There we go. Yeah, the defense has so many people who are specifically on the edge. I'm gonna try something that I'm not sure if it's gonna work out. I'm gonna try playing Chase Young at outside linebacker this year, because we know he's a speed rusher. We know he'll get to the quarterback. I think if we let him play outside linebacker, we can kind of move Jelani Tavai to the other Mike linebacker, and then we can kind of even out our defensive line a little bit. It's not the best strategy, but I think right now, given my roster, that makes the most sense. Alright, we'll move you to the middle linebacker position. Probably going to move Adrian Phillips to corner. Let him play with Jonathan Jones, J.C. Jackson, and all them. That way, Jabril Peppers can be on the other safety, or we can play the rookie as well. I want to keep Kyle Duggar, but I think next year I want to move on from Jabril Peppers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start Marte Mapu at free safety. We'll start Marte Mapu at free safety. And then we'll trade Jabril Peppers next offseason when he's on the last year of his contract. That's more so the angle at which I'm playing here. And since we're focused on our development, we'll start Keon White. We'll start Christian Barmore. We'll start Marte Mapu. And we'll start Kyle Duggar, because I want to pay and keep Kyle Duggar. That's how right now I envision this team. We could put Marte Mapu in the slot. Oh heck, we'll just do that instead. Hold on. There is a new plan I have. Antonio Gibson is a slot receiver. That's no. Make the rookie, make the young player the slot receiver. Third down back, Antonio Gibson. Power back, Ramondre. Yep. If I'm gonna make you the slot corner, then I have every reason to put Jabril Peppers at free safety. So what if I just make a quick little roster spot for you real quick? Yep. And I'll make you the slot corner on the team instead. You're more likely to get some interceptions and actually get utilized. Yeah. I think I like this idea very much for the Patriots. Okay, gotcha. So we'll sim to the regular season. And in my mind, if we get to the trade deadline, right? If there's a team that is usually good that starts playing bad, maybe we can trade for their pick and we can potentially get another first round pick if we decide we want to move on from somebody. Hmm. Let's just go to the mid season. Hmm. 27 nothing loss to the Bills. That sucks. Um. All right, looking around the league, who's 7-0 Eagles? Okay. Um. Who's the worst team in the league? Titans. Hmm. Titans and Bears. Well, they'll move on from Mac Jones, so that's their problem. Um. Titans, they already have 3 quarterbacks. I don't know what to tell you. The Browns are bad? Hmm. The Texans have the Browns first round pick, don't they? Hmm. We're 3-5. I don't know if we really need to make many moves, but let's say Texans. Okay, well, it doesn't register that it has their pick then. Don't the Texans have the Browns pick? I thought they did. That must be this pick then. What do you want for pick 5? Chase Young? No. No. No, 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 no. You want our first round pick, another first round pick. Okay, you want a lot of things. You want our 2 receivers, Jonathan Jones. Yeah, no. Yeah, none of those make sense. Um, I don't know. We'll just see if we end up being better than expected. Um, we went 5-12. The Jets started off 1-5, and we went 5-12. Oof. Damn. Okay. How do we do statistically? 28th in offense, 11th in defense. Okay. Justin Fields threw a little too many picks. Um, not the most effective in the run game. Um, Juju Smith was and Hunter Henry were our only really sufficient people. Interesting. Mm, O-line could have been better. Bentley was pretty good. Barmore got some sacks. Chase Young, um, probably shouldn't have played outside linebacker, but it's okay. We gave it a shot. Antoine Bentley led the team in interceptions. Hmm. Hmm. All right, there's work to do. All right, let's get to the off season real quick. Um, Phil staff. Wait, do we not have staff? Hmm. Hmm. Um. Hmm. 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 Good at power blocking. X Factor ready. Quarterback guru. Hmm. So are you gonna help Justin Fields develop? Is that what's happening? Okay. Power line. I'm gonna move on from Martin Kelly. Oh Jesus. Um. We're running the Patriots defense, so anyone want to help me with that? We could take the Browns defense. They're pretty good. Cover priority. I feel like our team already kind of roughly has a cover style basis, but we run a 3-4 though. Yeah, 3-4 under with the Jets defense. That could be interesting. Hmm. Well, Tennessee was the worst team in the league, so I'm one of the worst teams. Um. Hmm. 3-4 under. 3-4 under. 3-4 under. The Rams defense. Hmm. Not against it. 3-4 storm. I don't think we should run a 3-4 storm. Yeah, not many great options now that I've thought about it. We could switch to a base 3-4. Something we could do. Yeah, let's take a. I guess we'll have to just keep Martin Kelly. He's got some development traits for a power line. Yeah, we'll just bring him back. There's not many better options. It was worth looking into, I think. Okay, so real quick. No. Just do this real quick. I forgot to do this at the beginning of the franchise. My bad. 15-minute quarters, 'cause that's how long football games are. No, go that. Threes, I don't run the same plays every game. I think it's good to limit myself a little bit. Oh, I forgot to do this stuff. No wonder why my team wasn't so great. Injury management, um, scouting. I didn't want to do that. Let them do the reps. Let them do the developing. Cool. Because when you're simming a lot, you want them to take care of that kind of stuff. So whatever defensive guy I pick actually will automatically get some of my staff points. So I can actually move on from who I have if I want to. But, hold on. Manage team. Is that in here? No, 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 no. We're not going to rebuild Gillette Stadium. Gillette Stadium's a pretty decent stadium. I've been there many times in my life. Manage roster. Resign players. I do want to do that. Can I do that right now? We have 95 mil. Absolutely pay Chase Young. Pay him. Pay Kyle Duggar. Pay Michael Onwenu. Pay Josh Uche. Pay Hunter Henry. A 5-year deal. Wow. Yeah. Pay Jonah Jackson. We'll accept the option on Justin Fields when we have the chance. Greg Gaines. Might try to bring him back on a cheaper deal. And same thing for Antonio Gibson. Manage staff, yes. So, since we haven't used our staff points yet, any staff member we get can get better. So, we are still going to move on from Martin Kelly. Sorry, Martin Kelly. We're going to go a different style for defense. We're going to take a 3-4 under, but we're going to take a 3-4 under with the Rams defense. We're going to take Scott Anderson. Because we weren't getting a lot of sacks. I don't think our defensive scheme is winning us as many games in this division. We have to go up against Tua and Josh Allen, so we're gonna make a little switch. Just a little switch. Now we're Sean McVay's defense. There it is. Alright. Now the next thing to do would be to let's go look at the Rams and how they played and then adjust who we want where accordingly. Defensively specifically. The right end gets 14.5 sacks. If you put Chase Young in Aaron Donald's situation, he should succeed. So the two defensive ends and the right outside linebacker. So Josh Uche could play outside linebacker, and then Chase Young could play right end. That would be ideal. Christian Barmore could play D tackle. Um, that makes him work as power rushing. I have a plan for all this. Going 5-12, we should have a top 10 draft pick, I assume, so we can maybe get some offensive help, maybe a receiver or something. Oh, you got injured. That's unfortunate. Hmm. How long is he injured for? 5 weeks with a quad tear. Yeah, that is the risk you take with trading for Chase Young, but it's alright. Uche could be our outside linebacker on the right side. I'll make him work on being a little bit more well-rounded. He should be a decent outside linebacker. Put him on the right side, though. We have Tavai and Bentley in the middle, so that looks fine. This looks good. He'd be over here. Marte Mapu could be a starter. We just paid Duggar. We can trade Jabril Peppers. We could still use a corner. That'd be helpful. And then, another receiver couldn't hurt. And then we'll just upgrade everyone manually. And now let's get to the off season. I'm hoping we can get to the playoffs in the next 2 seasons. That's what I'm hoping. Kinda short though. Kinda short. Bills make it. They lose to the Cowboys. Rough. Rough, rough, rough. Okay. No more. We're not negotiating anymore. We'll take our 40 million. We'll go into free agency and we'll kind of just see what we can do here. Josh Allen seems intriguing, but no. Not for this team. Michael Pierce is also pretty intriguing. But we have Christian Barmore, so it doesn't really make sense. Levi Wallace could be an okay pick. Eric Kendricks. I like the Eric Kendricks idea. I'll offer him a contract. A little less money, but I'll offer him a contract. I like the Eric Kendricks idea for our defense. Sterling Shepard's interesting. Isaiah Hodgins is an interesting idea as well. It's interesting. We'll try to bring back Antonio Gibson on a cheaper deal if possible. corner could be useful, I will admit. So maybe Kyle Fuller has full interest in being on this team. Foxborough is a big market. Hmm. Well, alright, Kyle Fuller, why not? Let's make this happen. Some minor O-line help could be useful. I might pick up someone later, though. Yeah, I'll probably pick up someone later. Austin Hooper could be fun. I'm not against the Austin Hooper idea. Let's take Austin Hooper. And receiver. Who could we add as a receiver? Dwayne Eskridge. It's not a bad idea. Trenton Irwin, he's one of Joe Burrow's targets. Maybe we'll take Trenton Irwin instead. Give him a 3-year deal. Alright. So we targeted 5 guys actually. We targeted Eric Kendricks, Kyle Fuller, Antonio Gibson, Trenton Irwin, and Austin Hooper. Who we need to give a slightly better deal to. Actually, can we go trade for J.K. Dobbins now? Or Okuda, or any of the other guys I was interested in? If so, I'll just do that. Ravens. Running back. I want J.K. Dobbins. He's still on IR. Okay. And the Falcons have Jeff Okuda, but I'm assuming he's still on IR too. Oh, he's not. Okay. They re-signed him to a 5-year deal? Huh. Well, they gave him a 5-year deal, so... Alright, what do you want for Jeff Okuda? Nothing? Well, that's great. I'm willing to move on from Jabril Peppers. Because I paid Kyle Duggar. And Marte Mapu would be my free safety. Christian Gonzalez, J.C. Jackson, and Jeff Okuda would be my corners. So I don't really need Jonathan Jones. I'll trade Jonathan Jones for Jeff Okuda. And some draft picks. Okay, we can't get the 3rd round pick. That's fine. How about this? Okay, so we get Jeff Okuda and some draft picks for the 1-year deal of Jonathan Jones. We save some draft capital. We get draft capital and we save some cap space. So, W move in my opinion. That gives us more cap space to go after the guys we do want. I don't really particularly want Antonio Gibson back that much. So I might go a different route here. Let's see. We'll accept the player option on Justin Fields. We're going to accept that. So we'll have him for another year afterwards. We'll have to pay Ramondre. That's okay. It'd be good if we could get a 3rd receiver. I didn't look at the draft, though. We have Hunter Henry as a tight end. We have Mike Onwenu, Cole Strange, Josh Myers, David Andrews, and Jonah Jackson. So O-line looks fine. Lawrence Guy, we can kind of move on from. We can move on from Davon Gotcha. We can even kind of move on from Dedrick Weiss a little bit as well. Matt Judon coming back from injury. He will be utilized in our scheme. Juwan Bentley and Jelani Tavai, Josh Uche. The defensive line looks fine because we have Barmore, Chase Young, and then we'll figure out something for defensive end. But what can we get for these three guys? Derek Stingley? That's a good player to get, to be honest with you. We could just get Derek Stingley in a draft pick. That's actually really good. It's not what I need, but it's a good offer. What do I need actually? Another running back, receiver would be good. Receiver would be nice. Let's take a look around the league receiver options. If we're using the Browns offense, we're gonna run the ball a lot. We could use another good receiver. It doesn't have to be the league's best receiver. Josh Palmer could be an option. Who else could be an option? CeeDee Lamb's an X Factor. That's pretty cool. Like a Cedric Wilson type of receiver, but not Cedric Wilson. Wan'Dale Robinson wouldn't be a bad idea. I would take Wan'Dale Robinson. I'll take Wan'Dale Robinson. I like that idea. And just go get some draft picks. Or should we draft a receiver? That could be fun too. Let me go look at the draft. Okay, so just looking at the draft, the mock draft has us projected to take. Bears are getting a left end. Cardinals are getting a tackle. Titans are getting another quarterback. We're getting an outside linebacker, Jeremy Bass. I might draft him and move him to defensive end. But he's not good at zone coverage, so I might make him our defensive end. This receiver's not so good, otherwise I would have took him. Any Ohio State talent? Anyone from the Ohio State? Clemson right tackle, Oregon receiver, Alabama corner, Oklahoma receiver. The first round options don't look so great. Utah free safety. A lot of Tennessee players in this draft. It's a little different. Notre Dame receiver. The best player is actually from Ohio State. It's a left end. I don't particularly want him though. Jeremy looks okay. B block shedding, good pursuit, potentially good tackle, no coverage. Physical player who delivers bone crushing hits. Elite strength, decent speed, decent change in direction. What do we do here? Great pursuit, good block shedding. He might be a little bit better. A pursuit, A hit power. What can I get for the 5th pick? I might be invested in trading my pick. I might. Depending on what we can get, because we have cap space too, so we can make some moves. Logan Wilson's cool. Don't know about that move though. Cortland Sutton's also interesting. So Darius Smith and picks is not the worst thing I've ever seen. Nick Bolton, Tony Pollard, Devon A. Chain, Trey Greenlaw, Calvin Ridley. Um, ooh, that's intriguing. Don't really need Jamal Adams. I guess we're gonna draft with the fifth pick. Hopefully the linebacker we take, we can move to defensive end. I'm gonna make that cap trade that I was looking at earlier, and then I'll go into free agency, offer some better contracts, get some more guys, and then we'll figure out how to make this roster look afterwards. Ooh, you can go as well. We'll keep David Andrews. We can keep Lawrence Guy for depth. We'll trade Gotcha and Dedrick Weiss. The Derek Stingley move, as cool as it is very not necessary. What we could use is an extra offensive lineman. James Daniels could work. Kevin Seitler could work. Austin Corbett, John Rugen. This is hard. Oh, they'd have negative money. No. 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 Alright, I don't want this to take forever. I'm gonna just pick something. Bears. Oh, we're paying way too much money to Nate Davis. How about the Bears give us, Justin Jones? No. How about the Bears just give us Yannick Ngakoue? Yeah. Give me Yannick Ngakoue and some draft picks, and we'll call it a day. There we go. Boom. Yannick Ngakoue and picks. Boom. Perfect. Sorry, I took way too long to come up with a trade. I was trying to find the best trade possible. I don't think there's really many great trades we could have made. So everyone I targeted, let me just... I'm already his number one offer, so we'll stick with that. Antonio Gibson. Give him a slightly better deal. Yeah, he can come back. Trenton Irwin and Austin Hooper. Boom. And then, I don't know, we can go after a few more guys if we want. For this team specifically, there's not many ideas that intrigue me. But Baldwin Scanley could be interesting. I didn't see any receivers I wanted to draft, so we can go after Baldwin Scanley. Okay, what else is there? Who has interest in coming to our team? Kevin Givens. Oh yeah, Greg Gaines. Kevin Givens doesn't have any offers, so give him a 4-year. Alright, who has interest in coming to our team besides Kevin Givens? Justice Hill. Justice Hill, Antonio Gibson, and Ramondre Stevenson. It'd be an interesting running back trio. Sure, why not? Let's make it happen. we're drafting an outside linebacker with pick 5, regardless of which one it is, and we'll probably move him to defensive end because our linebacker core is set. So really, we should just be trading for or signing depth quality players. Who's mock draft 4 out? The Bears are pivoting to Arizona defensive end, and the Titans are pivoting from quarterback to Ohio State defensive end. And we're still projected to get Jeremy Bass. Interesting. I might trade down one pick with the Colts. No, actually, I won't do that. B block shedding, good tackle. The assured B block shedding's good. So if we make him a defensive end, he should be okay. There's not an assured good pick in the first round for me, so far from what I've seen. Okay, targeted Scantley, Irwin, Hooper. Who else wants to come to the team? Nick Needham. Don't need a corner. Majority of the guys who want to come to the team are positions I don't need. So yeah, there's nothing really else in free agency to do. So let's go get to the draft. This might take a second year of rebuilding. I don't think we're in the playoff race yet. We might be though. I might swap my pick for another team's pick and attempt to try to compete. Wow, the Bears sign Josh Allen and get the first pick of the draft. Just for hypothetical, what could we get for the 5th pick? We could trade down to pick 18, select a 3rd round pick and a 5th round pick. Okay, that's an option. Yeah, no. We could trade down to pick 14 and get this year 4th and an extra 3rd. We could trade down to 17, get a future 2nd. Okay. We can get multiple firsts from the Jets. Not completely against it. We can get pick 28 and next year first. Pick 22 and the next year first. I'm okay. I'll keep it. I'll keep it and just draft. We don't need a quarterback. From Boston College. No. I might draft a receiver, but not in the first round. This corner looks pretty decent. Clemson linebacker. I mean, the Ohio State guys here. Good block shedding, bad power move, good finesse moves, and good tackle. High motor, physical player, loves to utilize a spin move. Solid speed, great jumping, great agility. B awareness though. That might be an underrated quality. Definitely a good tackler. Not a lot of hit power though. 6'4", Ohio State, 250. 6'5", 250. 6'2", 250. Definitely has good block shedding. Probably has good block shedding, good pursuit, and good tackle. He'd be better as a linebacker. I could see a world where I play you a defensive end. I'm going to take you and make you a defensive end. That's the plan. He reminds me a little bit of Josh Uche. Michigan outside linebacker. Yeah, definitely reminds me of Josh Uche. Um, Maybe we can pick up a receiver in the second round. There's no point in picking up a running back. We have three of them now. Marcus Springs. Hmm. Hmm. Another corner. Ooh, if we didn't pick up that Austin Hooper, then maybe we can go grab an LSU tight end. That could be interesting. You might be a good left end, but I don't particularly need you. Don't particularly need him either. The extra help on the O-line could definitely come in handy. Carl Mooney out of Georgia. Carl Mooney. I'm leaning towards Carl Mooney. I think Silas Webster would be helpful, though. Can I move up in the second round? Because he's also projected to maybe be a round one talent. I kind of want him. I'm going to take him. And I'm going to trade for the Browns' second round pick. I'm going to trade up for the Chargers' second round pick and draft that right guard. I think I like him. I don't have my third round pick, but I can give you my next year's second round pick, which is projected to be higher than that pick anyway. Oh, my bad. Really? I'll give you my fourth round pick. I'll give you my next year fourth as well. Yeah, I feel like I need this pick. Hold on. I'll give you a future second. Okay. I'll give you my next year second and a future third. I will give you multiple future thirds. Because I have to get rid of some of these picks anyway, apparently. Also give you my this year fourth. Cool. Yeah, I want that right guard. And then maybe we'll draft a receiver later in the draft. If I keep Jabril Peppers, do you think we're a playoff team? If we are, I'll probably just keep him. I could use a receiver. Hmm. Although limited options, yeah, definitely some limited options. We'll take receiver Clyde Samuel in the 6th round. Okay. And then we have a 7th round pick. Do we draft a 7th round pick? Corner, D-tackle, extra tight end, extra safety. We'll take him. Ooh. In development in the 7th round. That's cool. That is cool. Out of Western Georgia. I was thinking about drafting a receiver, but it just didn't. I just didn't feel like there was anybody I felt really good about in the first round. 75 overall linebacker, 70 overall tight end, 82 overall right guard in the second round. That's crazy. 69 overall receiver in the sixth round, and 60 overall linebacker in the seventh round. That's a good draft. Um, Real quick, did I draft the best guy in the draft? I think I did. That's awesome. Um, was there a good receiver? He was pick 18. Gabe Hooker. It's okay. That's alright. We'll move David Andrews back to center, and then the rookie can play right guard. Oh, wrong button. My bad. So Ryan Day's management looks pretty good so far. David Andrews, you'd go back to center. Unless this guard would be a better tackle. Let me see. What are you good at? No, you'd be a better guard, not a good tackle. David Andrews. Yeah, David Andrews should play center. And then whoever I had playing the other guard can play right guard. Oh, sorry, Cole Strange can play left guard. So Cole Strange, Carl Mooney, David Andrews, Jonah Jackson, Michael Onwenu. Boom. That looks nice. We bring in Austin Hooper, and we bring in this tight end in the second round, so we have some diverse talent here. Boing. Ramondre, Antonio Gibson, and Justin Hill. Malik Cunningham's a backup quarterback. Bring in Bolton Scantley, Trent Irwin, Demario Douglas. And then we had a receiver in the sixth round who was decent. So we have more receiving options. We bring in Yannick Ngakoue. We still have Judon, Bentley, Tavai, Uche. I wouldn't mind moving Bass to defensive end. I might just move Kyle Duggar to free safety. And just run it with Jabril Peppers. If we could be a playoff team, I'll run it. If we need to make trades at the trade deadline to stay competitive, we will. And if we're just a bad team, then we'll start shopping. This corner looks perfectly in depth. Linebacker has depth. I kind of want to start him at. I wanted to start him at right end, but I'll keep him off the bench for now. Just to make sure we have depth at every position. Okay. We are going to have to start cutting some people. We have a little bit of cap space left. If there's any free agents we want to add to the team, we'll add them now. For now, we'll bring in a depth quarterback. Ooh. A rookie quarterback. No, it seems like Malik Cunningham's a good backup option. Alvin Cook. I don't see a point in replacing any of my running backs with these guys. Rico Dowdle did look like a cool option. We can bring back Kendrick Bourne. No, we signed Bolton. We signed Balding Scanley, so there's no point in bringing back Kendrick Bourne. We have our tight ends. Just for some O-line depth, maybe we can bring in a guy like maybe Ben Barch. Sign him for some depth purposes. A bunch of rookies here. It's interesting. I think we're good here. Dante Fowler Jr. Think we're good here too. Think we're good here. Good here. Good here as well. Yeah, I think we're good. All right, let's get to the point where we have to start cutting people. If we could be a playoff team, this would be a fun team to play with. If this team needs another season, I wouldn't be shocked though. Alright, cut 17 players. That's a lot. Yes. Let's start a quarterback. You're my quarterbacks. Cool. 3 running backs is enough. Don't need a fullback. We have 12 receivers. Yeah, we can't do that. It's a little too many receivers. Kayshawn, but I'm gonna move you to practice squad for now. We drafted Clyde in the 6th round. I'd like to keep him. Trying to earn one was probably a dumb signing, but we'll keep him for now. You're a good run blocker. Practice squad you. Practice squad. Okay. We'll move on from you. We'll move on from Chris Board. Move on from Isaiah Bolden. We'll move on from you. Cut ties with Adrian Phillips. Jack Jones. I think we'll maybe we'll practice squad Jack Jones. No, I changed my mind. We'll just move one of our corners to safety after getting rid of Smoke Monday. There you go. Problem solved. Problem solved. I think we might be a playoff team, but we also might be just not a playoff team. If we were 5-12 last year, this team's better. I would like to play in the playoffs with this team, but it all depends on how we play during the season. Adjust lineup. So we have Justin Fields, Malik Cunningham, Ramondre Stevenson, Antonio Gibson. Let me give Justice Hill a little bit bigger of a role. Actually, maybe not. Actually, yes. Hunter Henry did good last year. Recuperation and balance beam, sure. Uche, Kendricks. Tavai off the bench. Gonzalez gets injured again. Okay. I like that. Okuda in the slot. That's fine. But Eric Kendrick's there. And then put Gibson back. Okay. Is this a playoff team? Maybe. Maybe, maybe not. Since the midseason, let's find out. I think we're either just a playoff team or we're just not a playoff team. Like by a game or two margin. We have a good team. We do have a good team. There's no reason for us to be bad. But there's also no reason for us to be amazing either. I would love to make it to the playoffs. I might play a few games just to see what the team can do. But I don't know. We'll see. We're 2-4. Oof. Dang. Is our defense bad? If our defense is bad, I'll just change our scheme real quick. Or change our playbook or something. But if our offense is bad, we'll trust that. What's bad? 31st offense. Okay. Yeah, our offense is really bad. Okay. So no more Browns offense. 4 picks, 8 picks to 4 touchdowns. That's not good. We should not be running the Browns offense. It's not doing us any good. Our defense is fine. We're 6th in the league in defense. So, what else could we do here? A Seattle offense? Yeah, let's try it. Maybe a Seattle-led offense could work. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we scored 35 points for one of the league's worst offenses. So maybe we're better with a Seattle offense. Definitely better with the Seattle offense for sure. We won 6-3 against the Niners. What? That's something. Imagine being the Niners 6-3. Wow, we're okay. So we're definitely considerably better with the Seahawks offense. Even if we don't like make the playoffs or anything, we are considerably better with this offense. Maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. It doesn't work against our division rivals, apparently. It doesn't work against our division rivals at all. We haven't won a game against our actual division rivals with the Seahawks offense. And now we're just incapable of scoring. So that's interesting. Hmm. 17-15 loss. Okay. Well, another bad season. That's okay. We're gonna give Ryan Day a pass here. Oh, the Battle of the Birds. That's intriguing. Well, Justin Fields was 4-8 before we changed our playbook. What did he end the season as? I guess is the question. He only threw 11 touchdowns. Oof. Oof. Okay. That's a problem. Andre was good. The receiving core was probably not so good. Onwenu allowed 20 sacks. Yep. Yeah. Not particularly pleased, but could be worse. We're gonna try to run the different team's offense. Do we just need the Rams offense and defense? No, maybe the Jaguars offense could be good. The Jaguars offense could be pretty good for us, actually. I've seen Trevor Lawrence run quite a bit more than you would expect. Matt Stafford's not a mobile quarterback, but maybe, just maybe, the Jaguars offense. I like that idea. We'll figure something out. We need a receiver. 100%. Our biggest need is a receiver. If there's a receiver in free agency, we gotta pay for him. Judon's gonna be a free agent. A lot of good players are gonna be free agents. Jabril Peppers is gonna be a free agent. I don't think we go back for Jabril Peppers. Doesn't seem like a smart idea. Okay, Ben Barch, we'll let him go. David Andrews. Maybe we get him back on a cheaper deal. Maybe. Judon, maybe we get him back on a cheaper deal as well. Accept the option on Cool Strange. Barmore. Pay him. Stevenson, pay him. Give him a 4-year deal. Lock him in now if we can. Tavai wants a 4-year deal. Yes. Ah. Alright. I think we'll offer Judon a different contract. And same thing with Justin Fields. I don't think many teams care enough about Justin Fields. I don't think so. Jabril Peppers didn't do much. So I'm kind of okay with not paying Jabril Peppers either. Well, we went 6-10, so we didn't do anything that impressive anyway. We're gonna move around a couple things. Doesn't seem like Jabril Peppers did much, so we're going to move Mapu to strong safety. Kyle Duggar can play free safety. We still have Bentley, Uche, and this young guy. We still have Barmore, Young, Keon White. Our corners are still decent. We need a number 1 receiver. Nope. receiver help, but I might just trade for a young, good receiver, to be honest. Tight end's good. Don't particularly like any of those options. Why Taylor's in free agency? Walker Little wants to come to the team? Sure. Why not? Let's bring in Walker Little. Ooh. DeMarcus Lawrence would be interesting. Don't really need him. That'd be cool. We want to bring back Judon. Okay. So this is who we've offered so far. Oh. Really? Really? Okay. Really? Yeah, no, we're not losing Justin Fields. Okay. I'm gonna go trade for a receiver now. We have cap space. We really should be targeting people. I want to bring this team to the playoffs, but I want to do it in a way that feels right. Jabril Peppers went to the Texans. What the hell? That's crazy. Okay. Yep, most of our moves are going to be, going to have to be trades. We need a receiver, and we need the number one receiver right now. So, let's just go trade for two receivers, to be honest with you. We need receiving help. What receiver can we go get? Mike Williams would be kind of cool. What do you want for Mike Williams? Just hypothetically. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna go get Mike Williams. Cool. Awesome. We got a receiver, finally. Took forever, but we finally got a receiver. Justin Fields needs a target. Alright. David Andrews, Jonah Jackson. You. Okay, sick. Offense looks fine. I'm gonna move you to left end. I want him at left end. Okay. This is not a team that can make it to the playoffs. Maybe. Maybe. And we have the 14th pick of the draft, so we could use that to grab a linebacker. Yeah. Okay. Go to the draft. What to do with pick 14? I don't know. We'll find out. Linebacker would be good. O-lineman could work. Another receiver couldn't hurt. Mock draft. So they're gonna get a D-tackle with my pick. Receiver, yes. Brian Meldon. Let's get Brian Meldon. Or Miles Hitchens. Ooh. That's interesting. Tennessee. Physical receiver. Outside linebacker. Alabama, Ole Miss, Michigan, LSU. LSU receiver Brian Meldon. B in traffic, B route running, C release. Yeah, I'm cool with that pick. I'm cool with that pick. We only have 2 picks in the draft. It's a first round pick and a 7th round pick. So let's just sim the draft. To be honest, they're just gonna draft me the receiver and something in the 7th round. We'll go into free agency. We'll just get some depth talent, and we're gonna try to make a playoff run right now. I think we can make a playoff run now. Our defense is good. Gonna need our offense to figure things out. We do need a backup safety. So we'll take. We are using the Jags offense. We'll take Sean Jenkins just to kind of fix whatever areas we're not succeeding in. For some depth, we could take. Give us Buddy Johnson. Mike linebackers in need. Eric Kendricks will bring him back. And we'll bring back Mac Wilson. We'll bring in Tack McKinley to be a backup defensive end. Behind Barmore, we'll bring in Jaron Reed. We'll bring in a rookie right tackle. Bring in Mark. Ohio State Billy Price. We'll bring him to the team. Ben Barch. Welcome back again. Keep the tight ends we had. We'll bring back Kendrick Bourne. Cut ties with Devontae Parker. We'll just bring in a fullback in general. We'll bring in Andy Janovich. We'll bring in Jalen Moore in on a 1-year deal. And we'll bring Jacoby Brissett back to the Patriots. Those are the moves we're making. Those were our win now moves. I trade over for Marcus Jones. Ooh, that's actually not bad. That's 75 overall left guard. Ooh, no, I'm a fan. I am a fan of that offer. We do need linebacker help though. So Anthony Walker might be a little bit better. I'm gonna do both. And then I'm gonna trade for a good linebacker. That's gonna be my last win now move. I've done a lot of things to make this team better. In a realistic-ish fashion. So, looking for it to pan out. Middle linebacker. Okay. Jermaine Pratt's on a 1-year deal. What do you want for Jermaine Pratt? Don't tell me there's no offer. There's always an offer. A 3rd-round pick. A future 3rd-round pick. A 4th-round pick. And a future 6th-round pick. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, we bring in Jermaine Pratt. That was one of our win now moves. I think we can finally be a playoff team. I do. I really do. No. No, we're not doing that. 22 players. Eesh. Eesh, eesh, eesh. Okay. Let's do it. Ooh, that receiver we got with pick 14 was a 76 overall. That's nice. I'll send you guys to the Steelers for a future second. For a future third. Cool. Thanks. Oh, cool. Thanks. Cool. Thanks. There we go. I don't see a point in cutting 50 players. I should just put them on a roster, get some draft picks. Because this could still take another couple seasons. Nope. I'm not going to bother trading everybody. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have to start cutting people. There's gonna be way too many trades to make. It's not worth doing right now. Alright, let's start with the obvious ones. We don't need 7 active corners. Sure. Chance Campbell. I would have put you in the practice squad, but I don't have a choice. Put you in the practice squad. That's linebackers. Outside linebacker. D-tackle. I guess I don't need tackle McKinley. Nope. 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 Practice squad for you. Nope. No Chase Allen. Nope. Nope. We don't need Trent Irwin. Mario Douglas, Tyquan Thornton. Mario Douglas. I think I'll move Mac Wilson to outside linebacker. I think. I don't know. Ideally, it makes sense to get rid of one of these receivers. keep Mike Williams, keep Juju, keep Kendrick Bourne, keep the. We drafted a better receiver, so we'll move Clyde to practice squad. And there we go. That's the team. We look good. We do look good. Season goal, Super Bowl. I just want to make the playoffs right now. And in part two, I'll play the playoff games. But part two should be significantly shorter. Because this is going on 2 hours. I kind of want to just start making it now. Owen, Strange. You're young. I'll move you to center. He'll be the future center of this team when David Andrews retires. Um, oh, just hang on 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so Carl Mooney looks good. Jonah Jackson looks good. Hunter Henry's our tight end still. Receiving core has a lot of options. Running backs have depth. Backup quarterback looks decent. Outside linebacker's cool. We have 2 superstars on the team. Let's chase Young's ability. Spinner, inside stuff, run committed. No. You see, sir, you're supposed to be a speedster, a Mr. Big Stop, and maybe like an instant rebate or something. We want you getting to the quarterback, not stuffing the run. Okuda's the slot corner. Kendrick Bourne's the slot receiver. Let's try this again. Alright. We go up against the Bills. Last year we couldn't beat them. This time we do. Okay. And the Dolphins are also 0-1. Okay. Couldn't score against the Dolphins. That's not good. But our whole division's 1-1, so. Us and the Bills are both 2-1. The Bucks have a good defense. Yep, and we couldn't score against them. That stinks. We lose to the Bengals pretty badly. 3-3, and we have a bye at the trade deadline. Interesting. It's hard to assess what your team's gonna look like when you're 3-3 at the trade deadline. We Maybe. Our offense is still really bad. Our offense is still really freaking bad for whatever reason. 6 passing touchdowns? I mean, we've given you receivers. I don't know what's happening here, but okay. Yeah, it's just not getting passing touchdowns. Um, the O line must be really. Yeah, Michael Onwenu was not doing it. Michael Onwenu was not doing it. We need some a little bit more O line help if possible. Chase Young already has 7 sacks. The defensive line's doing okay. The interception numbers aren't really there. Okay. Okay. Huh. We need to make a move for one more O lineman. And then we need to move some guys around so Justin Fields has some time to throw the ball. Seems like there's a little too many sacks being allowed here. Orlando Brown. 2 sacks allowed. What do you want for Orlando Brown? A second, a third, a fourth, and a fifth? Mostly in the year 2028? I can do that. That's not a terrible idea. Any other ideas? Going once, going twice? Who? Just a good looking O lineman, I guess. Well, the Bengals beat us, so clearly their O line is helping to protect so Joe Burrow can throw. A David Bakhtiari move would be interesting because maybe they want to move on from David Bakhtiari from all the injuries and considering his age. I'm not entirely against trading for David Bakhtiari. Not entirely against it. I think it might be the kind of move we need. The Packers also would be wise to maybe get off the contract and get rid of a guy who constantly gets injured. We would have to pay him, but I'm leaning towards this idea. I'm leaning towards it. I don't have a lot of intermediate picks like second and thirds, so it's gonna have to be a first round pick. How about a future first round pick? I'll give up my 2028 round picks to go get David Bakhtiari. That's the move we're doing. The O line really needs it. Justin Fields doesn't ever have time to. I don't think Justin Fields has time to throw is the problem. And now that we've paid Justin Fields, we need to go get an O line. We'll keep our pick this year in case we're still somehow bad. I don't need to give you that. I can just give you like a 7th round pick at this point. We have so many picks. Yeah, we have way too many picks. Here you go. Thank you. So that should be a big competing move for us. Jake Andrews. I like Jacoby Brissett here right now. Jalen Warren, Andy Janovich. No. Don't want to move on from Austin Hooper just yet. We'll move on from Sidey So. That's the plan. Alright, Alright. This was our try to get into the playoffs moves. Was potentially our offensive team is bad because we just don't have time to throw the ball is what I'm guessing. We could be bad for other reasons, but that's my main thought. So we're going to change this around a little bit. Yep, you can move over to right guard. Sorry, Michael Onwenu can play right tackle. Jonah Jackson can. Jonah Jackson. Where would Jonah Jackson fit right now? I might even move him to center. I don't know. We'll move people around. Um. No, that's true. Jonah Jackson as a backup at the tackle would make a little bit more sense. In case of injuries, yeah. He is a good left guard, but I'm gonna have you play backup tackle just for now. And David Andrews is older, so if David Andrews does need a backup, then I mean, Jonah Jackson could fit there just fine. In fact, he'd actually be a higher overall. I'm gonna let Jonah Jackson play starting center. And then Mitchell can play backup left tackle. Michael Onwenu will play right tackle. Edge protector all day and tear proof? Post up. Oh, Bentley got injured. How long's he out for? 4 weeks. Okay. Kendrick should be fine for now. This should be better. Oh, we've just passed the trade deadline, so we just had an unfortunate time to have a bye. (13-12). What a game. We beat the Tennessee Titans. So far, the offensive line is helping. The Ravens were just a hard team for us to beat. Pittsburgh just has a good defense. We just can never put it together in the second half of the season is the problem. Like, we need to win at least 4 games to go 10-7. We beat the Bills twice. We need to win at least 2 games. Beating the Jets would be slightly important. New injury. Who got injured? Oh, Cole Strange. If Cole Strange is injured, then Jonah Jackson can go play left guard. I will not play the whole game against the Jets, but I will sim through to see if there's a few chances we'll get to play. Because if there is a chance we can win this game, I would love to jump in and try to win this game. against the Jets. Because we need to win at least 2 of these last 3 games to make the playoffs. Beating the Jets would be one of the more important games, but also beating the Dolphins. Because the Jets right now have the 7th seed. I'll jump in if me jumping in is even going to matter. So like I'll sim the first 2 quarters. If we're winning, I'll keep simming. If me jumping in potentially could win us the game, I'll jump in. Try to do something. They score really fast. Yeah, okay. What kind of plays do we have? Mike Williams, maybe. Stevenson, Mike Williams, Webster, Schuster. Cool. Oh, we went 3 and out on our opening drive. Dang. That sucks. Well, apparently we like to run. Because he's only thrown the ball twice. And we went 3 and out on the first drive, so. Oh, for. Okay. But we know the Jets have a good defense, so. Not entirely sure how to beat it with Justin Fields just yet. Henry, Webster, Williams. I don't know. Henry, maybe? Oh, really? Really? Okay, I'm not. No. No. Thrown away by Rodgers. Thrown away by Rodgers. 6 yards. They punt. They score. You get a field goal. They score a field goal. Our offense just kind of sucks. Our defense kind of sucks. Wow, our defense really sucks. Yeah, no, our defense is bad. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter if we beat the Dolphins or not. Because, the Jets, if they go 10 and 7, will get the playoff spot over us. So that's annoying. Shit. Okay. Well, are they the 7th seed or did they go up? No, they're the 7th seed. So we would 100% have to win these last 2 games. And even if we do win these last 2 games, we'd have to also maybe make the playoffs. Not even assured. That stinks. But oh well, it is what it is. Yeah. Cool. Maybe we can beat the Dolphins, maybe? That whole drive just to get a field goal. And they get a touchdown. And they get another touchdown. Damn, our defense is not doing anything. Okay, offense. Okay, I'm trying to score quick so I don't have to play the whole game. I really don't want to. Mm. Yeah, I got nothing. Sure, do that. My team has been so bad. I don't really know what else to do. Oh, field goal range doesn't matter. You'll be right there in field goal range. See, that's not gonna help. Holy moly.
Here we go.
No.
Don't jump. Ready?
Alright, I'm looking for Juju Smith. Oh, goodness gracious. That does not help. Hunter Henry, maybe, in the end zone. A wheel route to Stevenson. He dropped it. And shit. Alright, one more season. One more. One more. Yeah, Dolphins are gonna be a problem. So are the Jets. Bills, not so much, surprisingly. We beat them both times. Doesn't matter if we beat you. I think we don't make the playoffs anyway. Oh, we lost. So. Alright. The off season. We'll do one more season. If we still don't make the playoffs, then I'm gonna have to just start over again, aren't I? I like the Ryan Day idea though. It was a really intriguing idea to me when I started this franchise. So I want to keep that idea alive, but I might maybe need to make a few different trades and try a few different things, a few different schemes to get this team to work. Um, let's just free sign everybody, everybody we can at least. Keep Gonzalez. Yep. Start from right to left. I'll let you walk for now. The backup guys we can replace later. Let's make sure we just keep our main talent. Um, for now, let you guys walk. Bentley, I'd like to keep you. Jermaine Pratt, I'd like to keep you too, if possible. Bakhtiari, please come back. Cool. And then I guess we'll enter free agency and try to figure something out from there. We need to draft a receiver. I don't know if I'll go back for Juju or not. He doesn't really do much for me. Najee Harris. Cheeto Biawuzie. Cam Akers. Grover Stewart would be interesting. Quincy Williams. I mean, Juju is one of the best receivers. But I'm going to pivot and go to Christian Watson instead. That's about it. Making no other moves. J.K. Dobbins, we can finally sign him. Boom. There we go. That's all the moves I need. Okay. So going into the draft, what does our team look like? David Bakhtiari, Jonah Jackson, Cole Strange, David Andrews, Carl Mooney, Michael Onwenu, Hunter Henry, this is our running back duo. Josh Uche, same linebackers, still Judon. Okuda. Okay. We're a decent team. We're still just not great, but we're a decent team. Let's go see what we get in the first round. So I don't know. Okay, what do we want in the first round? Ooh, top 5 speed rusher. That could be interesting. Finesse moves, tackle, good speed. Could be interesting. Another O lineman, another linebacker. Not feeling it. Not really feeling any of it, to be honest. Andrew Sims looks kind of nice. Might trade down and just draft him. I'm probably gonna just do that. I'm gonna trade down and try to draft Andrew Sims. He wants to offer me a late first round pick. Pick 32. It's a little too late. I have pick 21. Pick 19. Pick 22 for a third. I guess I'll take the Ravens pick. Because we get an additional first, a third, and a sixth. Yeah, I'll just do that. Yeah, it's been traded. Did anyone take that receiver? Nope, I'll take him then. Ooh. I think that was a good move. What do we draft in the fourth round? A backup quarterback, maybe? Ooh. Give me Xavier Sewell. Yeah, give me Xavier Sewell. Take him. And I'm gonna sim the rest of the draft. Actually, wait, no, I have like 800 picks. Let me just get rid of some of those real quick. I have too many draft picks. I don't want to use all of them. Yeah, I have way too many draft picks. Trade this one. $2028 pick, sure. I'm just gonna package a bunch of picks together. Boom. Sure. I just don't need this many picks. It's too many picks. Like I have six round picks. That's a sin. Someone else can have these. A third round pick, third round pick, third round pick, third round pick. Okay. There's a couple teams offering third round picks. I mean, I'll happily take a third round pick. They just had the first pick, so let's just take let's take that. Actually, we'll draft these 5 picks. Maybe they'll draft us some hidden gems or something. Yep. There we go. Yeah, this episode's taking a little too long. If we can't make it to the playoffs next season, I'm gonna have to call it done. 3 hours for a part 1 is just is a bit much, you know. That's what I'm trying to avoid, but I've not been good at that apparently. Let's get some depth to our roster. We need a backup quarterback. Is Jacoby Brissett still here? He is, and is Malik Cunningham. We'll take Jacoby Brissett. And we'll take Malik Cunningham, because injuries happen. We'll take them both. For a third running back, we can take Kieran Williams. We have Ramondre though. AJ Dillon went to Boston College, but Pierre Strong. Hmm. We're gonna bring back Antonio Gibson. That's gonna be that move. Fullback. Um, we're gonna take in Xander Horvath. We're gonna bring him in to be our fullback. Devontae Parker and Kendrick Bourne can come back. Sure. Devontae Parker can come back. We need a third tight end. We'll bring in James Mitchell. He'll be our third tight end. Offensive line help. Give us Charles Leno. He's just in here in free agency. He should join us. We'll bring in Trey Pimpkin. What else? Sebastian Joseph Day. Bring him in. For linebacker depth, we'll bring in Cam Jones out of Indiana. Yeah, screw it. Jonathan Jones, you can come back. At safety, we'll bring in Jordan Poyer. We'll have a revenge game against the Bills. I don't know. Something like that. Outside linebacker, let's bring in Shaq Barrett. D tackle. Give me Devon Gotcha can come back. We'll have some reunions. If we're not good by the trade deadline, then I'm gonna just start shopping for really good players so we can make the playoffs. Because I've tried to do this a very more realistic style. It doesn't seem like this team is winning a lot of games, so we'll keep that in mind. The Jets and the Dolphins are hard for us to beat. Nope. 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 We do not need 10 receivers on our roster. Quarterback's good. Ooh, we drafted a 70 overall running back. Move him to practice squad then. Getting rid of Volding Scantley. Move Clyde to the practice squad. Tight end's good. O-line looks fine. Hmm. Ooh. Do that then. We just need to get rid of one more dude. Hmm. I don't know if I'm feeling Demario Douglas. I'll move on from Demario Douglas. Okay. Ideally, this team's good. Ideally. The roster overall doesn't project it, but I think this is a good team. So we'll sim to the trade deadline and we'll see if we're decent or not. If we're not decent, we'll trade for a few more guys to try to make a playoff push. That's the plan. Alright. Sim to midseason. Okay. Ooh, we're 4-3. Um. Yeah, screw it. It's our year. Go to the playoffs. It's our year to shine. We're 4-3. And it's been 155 minutes. 155 minutes. Oh my god. No, come on. Come on. No, 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 no. Why? What's this? What's this? What's this? It was only so good your defense can be every year, you know? 31st in offense again. First in defense. And Justin Fields didn't even have a bad season. Wow. Wow. You know, maybe I just stink. I don't know what else to say. The team was good for the most part. The sack numbers weren't even that bad. The defense was decent. There's like no interceptions, but you know, sorry. I'm gonna try one thing. I'm gonna try one more thing. One last idea I have. Um, I'm gonna let them auto do everything this offseason, okay? Just gonna let them auto do it. I'm gonna change our offensive playbook and our defensive playbook. And I'm gonna see if we make it to the playoffs next season. And if we don't, we don't. I'm just gonna delete this and call it a day. But if we do, then I'm gonna consider myself a success. No more Jacksonville offense. Let's try. Let's try Dallas's offense. And let's go back to the Patriots defense. And let's just see if somehow, some way, if we're a playoff team. I just want to see because this was a decent team. If we just won one more game, we would have been in the playoffs. Just one more game. Same to next season. And then sim to the playoffs again. Just immediately. And I'm gonna see if we are in the playoffs. Was it the scheme we were running? Was it that bad? I don't feel like it should have been, but I mean we were a top defense constantly with the Rams defense. Perhaps I picked the wrong coach for this. Maybe I'll try it again with a different coach. I might still upload this video just for fun. Just be like failing to make Ryan Day an NFL coach because I feel like I've made all the best moves I could, like without being 100% overly unrealistic. You know? Eh. You gotta post your failures too, I guess. Just go immediately to the playoffs. I just want to say, if this team makes the playoffs, then I'm gonna chuck it down to scheme is what made this not work. I mean, well then part two will still be playing the playoff games at that point. Because 160 minutes later, this is not worth. It's not worth simming season, making like a 6-hour video of me just sucking. Chase Young, we got J.K. Dobbins, we got Chase Young, we got Jeff Okuda, we got all the guys I planned to get. We just missed the playoffs by a game twice. So clearly it's not a terrible team. But at the same time, it's less and less the team that I made and more a product of the success of the scheme rather than the team I made. So even if we do make the playoffs, I don't know if it really matters. And if we're bad, then I guess I don't care. Yeah, like 5-12, it doesn't matter. We were bad offensively again. Who's surprised? Yeah, Justin Fields, I guess, just isn't working for this experiment. Ramondre also doesn't do much. We got Jordan Addison, apparently. So we got another elite receiver and still aren't winning games. So it's going to have to be something we address in other franchises, is how to make a better team. Clearly, I sucked on this one. It's just it. Sorry, Ryan Day. We're gonna do the Patriots franchise with a different coach. I thought this was a really awesome idea. I failed personally, and I'm still gonna post it just because I think it was an entertaining idea in itself. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and peace.